I didn't think I had another camera on here. Hey, Brenda, good afternoon. How are you? And the camera comes in a little bit clearer when you clean it. I am getting old. You doing all right today, Brenda? How's your Sunday going? It's a beautiful day here today. It's only like 80. It says 88. So that's doing good. It's not 90 something degrees with 100 and something heat index. So I'm good with that. Seasons are starting to change here, thank God. Hey, Joyce, how are you? Good afternoon. You having a good day, Joyce? Is it beautiful where you're at today? Oh, I need to give a shout out to, I'm going to have to look it up because I made a promise. Hey, Erica, how are you doing over there in Italy? Are you in a better mood today now? You better be smiling. You better be smiling. But I promised someone I would give them a shout out for their YouTube channel. But if everybody would check out Manifest with Lala Ray on YouTube, it would be greatly appreciated. And she sells all kinds of cool trinkets and stuff too, which is pretty awesome because I've been getting Lily some Hello Kitty stuff from there. So y'all go give her a check out. Here, I'll even type it out on the chat so everybody can know exactly what I'm saying because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the rest of it right. You gotta give me a second. I'm not good at looking and typing. That way everybody can check her out. It's like daily inspirational stuff to help you feel better about yourself and your day. Well, don't be sad, Erica. There's a lot of people that's here for you. So don't be too sad, okay? And yes, it will get better. It always does. Because I'm in a good mood this weekend. Hey sis, how you doing, Nova? Well, you enjoy them grandbabies, Brenda, and have a good day and enjoy your day. Because we're all thinking about you. Good, Nova. I'm glad you're doing good. You're welcome, Brenda. I'm not going to say I'm not sweating because I am sweating. It is humid. I don't want to make it out like it's paradise and sunny and 70 degrees, but it's 88. It's better than usual. What's up, Dank? You doing all right today, bud? I hope so. Everybody send Erica big hugs. She needs to be cheered up. She needs big hugs. How's the weather over there today, Nova? Anybody done anything interesting this weekend? I've cleaned house and done laundry. That's about all I've done. I feel bad that Erica's sad today. It messed up your gazebo again, the wind did. Well, take the awning down off of it for a while. Hey, Marty, good to see you, my friend. You ain't doing no fishing this weekend, buddy? I'm glad you're doing all right, dang. That makes me feel good, man. I hope you ain't got into too much mischief this weekend, buddy. I know how guys are, especially young guys. We're prone to do silly things on the weekends. Good Lord, Nova, it's completely gone. Y'all must have some strong winds going on over there today. That is not good. How's the pup doing, Dank? Slow and boring. That sounds like my weekend, man. You're too young to be having an old man's weekend. For real. Oh, thank God the sun's going behind a cloud. Oh, nice breeze. Even though it's only 88, man, it's humid as hell. My week was pretty good besides squashing and cutting my finger. And then I squashed the other hand trying to use a hammer because I couldn't use the hammer in the right hand as good. Good. I bet she's getting big, huh? He should like Orlando, Nova. Orlando can be pretty fun. That's where me and my, that's where I lived there for a little while. Maybe he'll get the chance to go to Universal Studios or something like that while he's there. Holy crap, man. You'll have to take some pictures of her and post them. Tanner's getting big too for being a month old. My word, he's getting big. He's going to be a big hound. No fishing this weekend, Marty? Hey, Lily. I'm glad you're here. Every time I see your name, I think of my daughter. And then my friend on Facebook, her name's Kristen, and it makes me think of my oldest daughter every time I see her name. I get excited sometimes when she sends a message because I think it's my daughter sending a message. But it's still good to hear from that Kristen as well. I think she lives in Kentucky, which is beautiful where she lives. She had some pretty awesome kayak videos on IG, I think, this week. I'm glad you're in a good mood, Lily. But yeah, it's been a good week, man. Days went by quick. Nothing really, well, just my hands. That's the only really bad thing that happened. But it's not like ooh, guys, excuse me. It's not like I use them for anything personal, if you know what I mean. But I've never heard of volcano. That's probably something new, Nova. I've never heard of that. You can't be in a good mood because you're in here, because shit, anything's liable to happen here, Lily. But most of the time, everybody's in a good mood, so there's no really reason for me to be in a bad mood today. No bullshit this week. Hopefully, they've all shut the hell up. I'm doing good today, Nova. I'm in a good mood. I got a few things I got to do this week that's rather important, but I know I'll get them done, so I'm not really worried about it. I think I'm low on oxygen. Hey, Sandra. Hope you're doing all right today. I hope you're in a good mood too. Everybody seems to be in a good mood today, which is awesome. And no, Jimmy's not bitching about shit today. I'm not raising hell about nothing today. No need to. It's been a good week. And it's getting, I might have to trim my beard because I can feel the shit tickling the tops of my lip. No, Marty, I was sitting a hub. We got a jig that we build axles in and stuff. And we had to put one back in the jig because I forgot what he forgot to weld, but he forgot to weld something. and I was trying to lift up one end, and it's a pneumatic jig. And when I lifted it up for the studs, the lug studs for the lug nuts, when it slid in, that jig trapped my thumb between the hub, the drum of the axle and the 2-inch piece of steel, and it kind of, don't want to say it broke nothing on that knuckle, but it sure put some stress on it. It's still a little tender. And then the following day, I was taking a measurement, and I didn't notice there was a chunk of the tape missing, like 6 inches away from the end. And when it came back in retracting, I felt something nick me. And then I looked at my glove, and it sliced through my glove like butter. I've never seen a glove cut that clean before in my entire life. But it cut me from like my cuticle right there where my nail begins on top all the way to the center of the bottom of the finger, and I bled like a stuck pig for about an hour, you know, and that kind of freaked me out because it wouldn't stop bleeding. But I don't like letting it just bandaging it up right away anyway, because I'd like for it to bleed for a minute to get all the germs and bacteria out. So I let it bleed and clean itself. But then I was having to hammer a drum on because it wouldn't just slide on like it should. And since I had a hurt thumb and a hurt finger, I could only grip my hammer with 3 fingers. And I slipped and missed the drum and hit the other hand with the hammer. But things happen, You should have heard me cuss, Nova. You would have thought I was for real sure-blooded Irish for about 10 minutes. I was cussing. Every other word was the F word, son of a bitch, GD, holy hell. It was, I think God was testing me that day. But I made it through it. Everything's still working. See, I'm not going to take it off and show you because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to open up again. It relieves stress, especially when you're hurt. It relieves a lot of tension. Now, I probably should have went to the hospital for that finger because it was rather deep, but I didn't feel like paying, $1,200 to get stitches in a finger like I had to do for my wrist when I got cut on that fender. Because that right there cost me $1,500, and it tore up my tattoo. See where I'm not good at this, but it tore up my tattoo. It honestly looks like the scar on Dory when she swam through the jellies. Y'all remember that? That's kind of what it looks like. But I didn't get stung by a jellyfish. I got bit by a fender. Yeah, I wish I would have been in bed that day. I've considered moving overseas, Nova, because of the healthcare system here and just the way this country's ran, to be honest with you. I've really considered that it's either England or Ireland, because, or even, over towards Scandinavia, up there where my Viking ancestors come from. Oh, shit, it's Joe. What's up, man? You finally come over to sit down for a minute. I'm glad you stopped by, man. I'm glad you made it. How's your weekend going, Joe? At the beginning of the week, I was considering buying me another BMX and going back to the park again. But after hurting myself like I did this week, I think I might need to stay off the bicycle. I might handicap myself. I don't blame you there. I have to do that too. I don't like having all that grass on me. I get straight off the lawnmower and go shower. And sometimes it messes with my sinuses and my allergies and stuff, mainly. But yeah, it's been a good week, man. It's cooled off. My mornings have been around 70 degrees, which has been really nice. God, I'm so grateful for the 70-degree weather in the morning. I am so grateful for that. You just don't know. But I've been really wanting to get back on the bike again. I just don't know if I've reached my limit. You know what I mean? That's another reason I'm glad my son stole my dirt bike because I was learning how to jump that bitch and I was enjoying that a lot. It was it was really fun. It was really fun. And I'm glad it happened. Even though I was mad at him at the time, I'm glad he took it because if I'd have kept on, I'd eventually broke something really bad. Because after so many feet in the air, you start becoming weightless, and so do things in your pocket. But man, it was fun being 20 feet off the ground. That was pretty awesome. I've never even been that far off the ground on a BMX, but a dirt bike, yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Lily, it gets too hot for me here in Florida. What you mean? Because most of the time that stuff blows up. And when I go to turn around, sometimes it seems like I'm driving right into the dust trail. It happens. I'm a guy. I can get dirty doing the simplest things, and I'll just come out dirty as hell, and I don't know why. I've never understood that. Miranda told me to do something simple that I should not get dirty at doing. And what happens? Jimmy comes out dirty and nasty with shit on his good pants, and it just ends up aggravating. I try to stay clean when doing something simple, but it don't work. It really does not work because either I forget and my hands are dirty, and I'll wipe my hands on my pants or on a shirt, and then it's over with. I done ruined some shit. And then Miranda gets bad because I have to go replace my good stuff that I just dirtied up. I can't let Lily catch me with this shirt on. She'll try to steal it from me too. So I have to keep a lookout. And y'all don't forget to check out Mana Sugar Ray Leonard, Lala Ray's channel, Manifest with Lala Ray. I think that's what it is. If I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong. I am Southerner and shit don't come out of my mouth quite right because my word to speech on my phone does not like a southern accent at all. It gives me hell. It makes me sound retarded or it makes me look like I'm drunk when I'm texting, and that's just so uncool. They need to fix it because it does not like Southern accents at all. But man, it's a really nice day though. I'm glad everybody made it. It's cool hanging out with y'all on the porch. And every now and again, y'all, well, I don't have to tell y'all to check out Matt's channel because y'all check that out anyway. I don't have to remind you to do that. But I got to give him props. You know, he is my friend, and I do love him. I don't love him like Ronnie loves him, but I love him like a brother. So, what part of the UK do you live in, Lily? Do you live by Nova or what? Because y'all got a lot of different names over there for parts of England that it don't make sense to me. Well, I guess it's kind of like the states. We've got like 50 some odd states, and we're just one country. Hell, Lily, you ought to go check out my castle. I hear it's pretty awesome. That's what Nova tells me. If you ever go to see it, just tell him you're a guest of Jimmy Dudley, and he said that you could stay in any room for the night that you wanted to. I gave you permission to stay, so it should be all good. Yeah, I was watching some archaeology thing last night, Nova, and it's like there's Liverpool and there's like three or four different places like to the south of you that isn't named Liverpool or England. Is I don't understand it. It's in Dudleyville. No, but tell Lily where that castle is. Is that what it's called, Dudleyville and Dudley Castle? There's even a zoo there. Yeah, I'm trying to get my sponsorship back. Can't you tell? I doubt they even remember me. That was a long ass time ago. A really long time ago. From what Nova says, it's not too far from her, from my understanding. Her favorite room's the red room. You can't claim that room because that's Nova's room. I gave that room to her because she's the guardian of my castle. She is my caretaker. So she has final say of everything that happens in my castle. Yep, see, red room's hers. And I've never even seen the damn room because no one will bring me back home. No one. Nova won't even bring me back home. They seem to want to keep me here in the United States for some reason. I guess they know I'll get over there and start kicking ass again and take my stuff back. And then the Queen and the King of England they'll start worrying about my popularity and my power. I guess I'm a threat. I guess that's why they keep me here. But oh well. It's humbling having to be here since I can't go home to my castle. Is it near Birmingham, Nova? See, that's in the see. I seen that on that archaeology thing last night. I'm thinking Birmingham was north of Liverpool, maybe. Shit, I don't know. It ain't Midnight Madness, but there's music playing. Courtesy of Pandora. Pandora is the most wonderful thing I ever found on the internet. Oh, you're north of my castle. Okay. Man, it sounds like they had me in the middle of nowhere there, too. What the hell? I'm going to have to research how they treated us Dudleys in Ireland. Because I don't want to be a part of no Paris, France. I don't want to be a part of that. Okay. You'll have to go check it out, Lily. Tell them I sent you. Tell them I gave you permission to have free range of the castle. Do whatever you want. Just don't tear the place up. And leave the red room alone. Yeah, I know. I've looked at it before. I got tickled about that. Marty, you quiet today, buddy. You doing all right, man? That's the one thing about having a beard. I try to wipe the sweat off my lip and I can't get to it. Good, man. What's it like up there where you're at today? Is it warm, cold, or what? That's so funny. I know. It's kind of weird. I guess my angel clan is getting bigger. I'm gonna start calling y'all my shield maidens. Holy crap, 90 degrees. We're not far. Oh crap, we're not far behind you. It's 89 now, so it went up a degree. I guess all my angels are waiting for instruction. Y'all just go out and spread happiness amongst the people until we find something to solve. You should jump in that pool too, Marty. Hey, Laura T. I'm doing good. Good day, good weekend. Been an awesome week. It ain't been awfully hot. It's been rather nice. That's what Nova calls me, Marty. If it wasn't so hot, I'd go to the skate park and film some, but I don't feel like standing out in the sun. Well, it's all under the interstate, so it wouldn't be under out in the sun, which is kind of cool. No, I didn't see that, Sandra. Yeah, there's Dudley's that started in Ireland and then came down through France and stuff. It's kind of they pop up wherever the Vikings raided in the day. It's where Dudleys appear. And of course, there's going to be some in England because we whooped that ass. The only person that gave us a good fight was France, and we're not going to talk about France and Paris. Well, at least you was in the pool, Marty. Don't let them drown you, man. So is your day going good today, Laura? Dang, that ain't good, Marty. We're not in an extreme drought, but I haven't had to cut grass in 2 weeks because it hasn't rained a lot, that's for sure, which I'm kind of grateful for that. I wish I would have ordered the right thing from Temu instead of bags. I thought they were chairs, but it was just the bag. Old man-itis. Everybody seems to be in a good mood, Laura, for some weird reason. Everybody's had a good weekend, a good week. Oh. But yeah, it's been nice. But it still ain't cool enough to go to the beach for me. It's still a little too warm for wanting to hang out in the direct sun. This is the last time we was at the beach when I went with them. The wind was blowing so bad it tore up both of the damn umbrellas. Well, yeah, I guess you could still call it an oversized umbrella. Well, I'm glad, Laura. Good to hear you had a good weekend. Makes me feel good. We all need a good weekend every now and again. There's too much shit going on in this world, trying to keep us down, trying to keep us unhappy, trying to keep us negative, and it just gets tiring. That really makes me feel awkward, Nova, when you call me Lord. I don't know if they would just have to. That would be my first ruling. No one could call me Lord. They could just call me Jimmy or Mr. Dudley. The Lord thing would have to go. Unless I was in a bad mood and they slipped up and didn't say Lord, and I say, off with your head. Depending on my mood, I guess. All right, Dank, you be good, man. You have a good week, buddy. Stay out of trouble. And get out there on that bike and ride, man. If it's hot, just stay inside and play some video games. I don't want you to overheat and fall over. It was good seeing you, Dank. You behave, man. Take care of yourself. And give love to the pup. I can't wait to see pictures of her. Sir Dudley. Ha, shit. I know, Nova. I can't wait for that. What day is it? Shit. I got excited for. I wonder if I can watch it. I'm gonna have to check my Prime because sometimes we get to watch that sooner. I'm gonna have to look into that when I get offline with you guys because I'm really interested in the Book of Carol. I cannot wait for that. I've been waiting all summer to see that. Been rewatching The Walking Dead over and over. Hey, Laura Harding. And the Lizard Queen is here. Do you own lizards by chance? And if you do, what kind? I'm just BSing with you. But it would be kind of cool if you did own some. I'm looking for a drink that is not here. I've had experiences like that, Sandra. It's all good. It really is. It really is. That's pretty cool. What kind of lizards y'all have in Arizona? We got, what the hell are them things? We have them big ones down south in Orlando. I think they're iguanas. They fall out of the trees in wintertime because they freeze. And weirdly enough, them some bitches come back to life. Went and seen a friend during the winter one going down there. Hey, Claire. And she showed me one that was in a tree. He said, watch. He said, it'll eventually fall out. And I swear to God, he fell slap out of that tree and frozen like a popsicle. And he said, we want to see something weird. And I'm like, yeah. So we brought it in the house where it was warm. And a few hours later, that joker was coming back to life. I swear to God. Like Jesus, it was weird. But he was froze. But he came back. Don't know how that works. Well, I guess it kind of works like frogs because they can do the same thing. Literally. We got strange critters down here. It's kind of like living in Australia. There's just some strange shit that goes on down here. How's your week going, Claire? Your weekend? You doing all right? One hidden up my sleeve. 1 by 1 hidden up my sleeve. What holiday? You talking about Labor Day? That ain't no holiday. I get to do more laboring. What do you mean? No, I don't watch Yellowstone. I don't get that streaming channel. It's probably hot as hell. Good, that's cool. I bet you're enjoying that, Laura. It's always good to see you, son. In the camper? What are you doing in the camper? Still in the hundreds. Holy Jesus. I'm glad it's cooling off here. Watch, I say that, and tomorrow and next week it's going to be hotter than the devil's ass crack. I can guarantee it. because it feels like he's sitting right on top of our building at work when it's hot like that. And the heat that protrudes from that ass crack is so hot. Good Lord. Who said that, Sandra? Some of them ain't gonna hit the like button, Claire, because some of them are in here just being nosy. You know what I mean? I know 2 of them that do that. They're trying to get info, negative shit. Let's just not give it to them. Be good, Laura. Enjoy your time. And we'll talk to you soon, okay? Enjoy the rest of your evening. Well, afternoon, my bad. I'm trying to rush it. No, I might go to jail if I give the dog a bone. There's only one of them that might like that, but the other one's just a disgruntled lesbian, so she's not going to like that. And the other one wouldn't like mine. He's more infatuated with Matt's. So yeah, Laura, have a good weekend. No, see, you're talking, Lizard Queen. But the other 2 I blocked because I don't feel like dealing with their shit. Because they don't belong in here. This is a room for good people and people that talk with sense. 87 in Kentucky. Oh, you're around like it is here then, Sandra. Right on. I get tired of that negative shit, Lizard Queen, because there's enough of it in this world, and if they got that much time on their hands to be like that, then they can do that shit somewhere else. Because I don't want it here. I like what I got here with nice, decent people that know how to talk without talking shit. Unless we're just in here bullshitting, picking on each other. But it's usually guys that just talk that way towards each other when we're bonding like that. It's kind of weird. It does get old, Marty, man. There's too much bullshit in the world to be, we're coming in here to talk and hang out with each other and have a good time, not sit here and create more bullshit, you know? Oh yeah, that was probably a fake account. Because I can tell you now, he hasn't been on Instagram in a minute. And he's about to shut that down and start a new one. So that'd be a good thing. Obviously, I can tell you 3 people, but I'm not going to even mention their name and give them that fucking satisfaction. But they don't work. They sit behind a computer and do absolutely nothing and do this kind of drama bullshit to people. So they obviously have all the time in the world. Yeah, that's all I got time for is the weekend. During the week, I'm too busy taking care of shit making sure I'm making money for my family and taking care of those guys. Because that's what's important to me, is making sure they're taken care of. Whether they're spoiled or not is a different story. And if I choose to spoil them, then that's my choice. That's why I let Miranda do what she wants to with her money, because I haven't kept a lot of my promises, because the way the world is and the way the job situation is here in Florida, it's not, I let her do what she wants. So if she wants to go blow her whole check, then that's what she's going to do. And I'm not going to say a damn thing about it. That's just the way it is. I use my money to take care of the bills, my gas, and whatever else, and pay the extra bills I have. And I'm happy with that. She seems to be happy with that. So it's all good. Keep the wife happy, life's happy. Thumbprint Radio, Marty. It's on my Pandora. I don't know if you can follow me on that or not. I think you can, but I'm not positive, man. Yeah, it's my Thumbprint Radio on Pandora. Let's see. See, there's my profile on Pandora. Well, you can't see it. Well, you can kind of see it. I'm not good with this. There we go. Yeah, you can follow me on here because it says followers and following. So, yeah, you can follow me on here if you can figure out how to find me on there. That's Green Day, though. Yeah, pretty much how my check is. Every bit of it's spoken for. As soon as it hits the bank account, it's all got somewhere it's got to go. And I usually got just a little bit to pay whatever extra things that I've built up. But all my money's clean money. I don't own no dirty money. My money was earned by the sweat of my brow, not by whatever. I don't either, Lily. I really don't. I don't. To me, that's someone with way too much time on their hands. You know, it's just senseless and uncalled for, is what it is. And I get tired of giving my time to that kind of negativity when all I'm trying to do is inspire and, push people to do better for themselves and to look at themselves in a good way instead of looking down on themselves. And I hope you can't. You damn sure can't take it with you when you die, that's for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what they do, hide behind a keyboard, because once they come out from behind that keyboard, that shit changes. They're not who they are behind that keyboard, because once they get out from behind that keyboard, their big giant balls shrink up the size of fucking peanuts. And that's just how it is. I don't like to say it, but they're just worthless sacks of human flesh. Yeah, micro dicks. I don't know. I would like if I had a Mustang or something like that. I would like to leave that to my. The way Lily is, she loves a Mustang, and I couldn't be buried with it. I'd have to leave that to my kid. Kind of like my dad did with the '57 Chevy truck. We let Kristen have that because that's who's inspired her to become the person she is. She's a hot rodder. She loves dirt bikes. She loves crotch rockets. She likes to go fast. And that '57 Chevy is got the parts to haul ass, and she's the only one that I think's capable enough to put it back together. And that's why she's got it. Because me, let's see if I can do this without tearing up. I still haven't been able to work on cars or pull myself to work or play with cars because my dad's is still not here. And I got a feeling it's going to take a minute because it's like losing your favorite person that you used to go to a ball game with all the time. It's not the same. Oh my God, 66 fastback. Holy shit. Yeah, you need to leave that to one of the kids or the grandbabies. For real. And what you do is before you get too old to not be able to do anything, you need to pop that glove box and write a letter on it to whichever grandbaby you're going to give that to, and just let it sit there. And that way, when they miss you and you're not around anymore, they can pop that glove box and read that letter and have real good memories of you, you know? Not only sitting in your car, but reading words that you wrote to them with your heart and soul. That's what I would do if I was you. So you got three different cars you can live to the grandbabies, man. That's a gift that's irreplaceable, buddy. And it's like a bottle of wine. The older it gets, the more worth it is. The better it's unbelievable. And that's something they'll cherish forever, bud. It really would. And I can guarantee each one of them has got their favorite one, and they're probably wanting it deep inside. But that's up to you, bro. But that's what I would do, you know. Because a car person, that comes more than a collectible. It becomes an heirloom, something that's cherished. Yeah, it is. It's old cars are like fine wine. The older they get, the more badass they are, and a lot of money. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's happening. We're like 3 weeks away from my dad's anniversary, and it's talking about certain things brings him up. I miss him. You know, I miss those times where he'd be telling me how to do something on the truck or the car, and I would I wouldn't agree with what he was saying, and I wasn't wanting to do it his way. And as soon as he'd go inside, I would do it the way I wanted to do it. And then sometimes my ways would work, and then sometimes my ways wouldn't work. And I cherish those memories with him. They're very important to me. Claire, me and my brother, we both have a hard time walking in there. It's tough because he's everywhere in there. My brother don't like to show emotion, and I show too much emotion, and it's hard for us to go in there because one part of it's falling down, and I can't pull myself to go out there and finish tearing one part down because I feel like I'm erasing him. But I'm not. It's just hard. It makes the yard look kind of bad, but I don't care. I don't feel like erasing the memories right now. You know, it's been a rough year. He passed away last September. Then, come December, I almost died because I didn't want to go to the hospital and take care of myself. So I almost went to see my dad. And sometimes I just wish I could have said goodbye. Or at the most, see you later. Don't get scared, Lizard Queen. Just enjoy every moment you can with them. My grandpa was a World War II veteran. He was infantry. And my real dad is a Vietnam War veteran. And the person I call dad, which is really my stepdad, but he was more like a father to me than my real dad was. And that's where I learned all my car stuff from, was him. And I haven't learned to cope with that yet. Because I guess I'm not ready to let him go. I didn't realize losing parents was going to be this way. I know. It just bothers me that I didn't get to say goodbye. Or see you later, because I don't like saying goodbye. Because goodbyes are permanent, and see you later isn't permanent. That means you'll see him again soon. It's just a little part of me's missing is all. Hey, Yvonne. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, my pop always knew what to say. No matter if I was in a bad mood or if I was just in a good mood, he knew what to say. Okay, I gotta finish this other half of my cigarette because I'm emotional and I need this. And I'm not gonna hide the fact. But I don't smoke like I used to, that's for sure. But thankfully, I got friends like you online that are there for me, just like I am for you guys, and that helps. You know, that's why I always push for y'all to do good and treat people with kindness. You know, but the sad part is there's people you can help. There are people you can inspire. You know, there are people that you can help go forward in life, but there's some people that just simply refuse to try to be better or to improve their self or anything like that. And I have to let those people go because they become, you know, unworthy of my time. And they can just continue on being the way they are without me around. Because I've been that way since school. I've always stood up for the underdog. I've always stood up for people that couldn't stand for themselves or defend themselves. And I still do that to this day. Well, Marty, we're two peas in a pot, brother. So sometimes I wish I was stronger than I am. But then again, certain music makes me water up, but that's only when the music touches my soul. And that's how I know that music is very important in our life. Because if your eyes start watering up when you're listening to it, it's touching your soul.
You like dry roasted peanut?
No, I'm good.
It's really salty on the outside, and that's inside not salty at all.
Thank you, though. And it was her birthday yesterday. It's hard to believe she was 21 when I was born. Kind of like my first daughter, I was 21 when she was born. How ironic is that? But I'm glad you're doing great, Yvonne. I'm glad you're having a good weekend. You deserve it. Yeah, I kind of do too, Marty. Unfortunately, but at least we're brave enough to admit it instead of hiding it. You know what I mean? I'll tell her when she comes back out, Joe. Me and her have been through a lot because her and my dad, real dad, separated and stuff when I was like 12. And from then on, it was just me and her for a while. And then my pop came into my life and changed everything and made me into the person I am today. Thank you, Marty. Now I don't feel alone, buddy. Tanner, he's doing okay. He's getting big. He's inside. That's something that I'm glad that came into my life too, because I think for some reason I needed him. Thanks, Marty. Sending love back to you, brother. Yeah, we sang her happy birthday. Got her big sampler cheesecake thing instead of a normal birthday cake. She loves cheesecake. So we did that. And I cleaned the house for her. And all that jazz. And she appreciated that more than a birthday gift. But that was my birthday gift to her. I just cleaned the house. Gave both of the women a break from it. Holy crap. Have a vape. I know one thing, that half a cigarette just didn't do the trick. I'll tell her, Yvonne. I'll tell her. But I don't mind. The main reason I'll smoke in front of you guys is because I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not trying to put up an image of a false image. And I've never been that way. And I guess that's what my sponsors like back when I was a kid. I was just me. I wasn't trying to put on any kind of false interpretation of myself. I was me regardless of what I was doing. No, I try not to sugarcoat it. I don't want no one to have false impressions of me. Yeah, I quit for a while. And then stress overwhelmed me, so I don't do narcotics. I don't go to the hospital to get psych medicine. I don't do that. I did a long time ago, but it messed with me too bad and it messed with my body too bad. So I chose not to go that route with pharmaceutical and things like that. But these aren't no better, but it is what it is. But I do. I got these nicotine patches that I chew on a lot when I'm not really when I'm wanting to smoke, but I don't really feel like smoking. I'll suck on one of them. But it's like a Skull Bandit, but it ain't got tobacco in it. It's just pure raw nicotine with some flavor. Mine's spearmint. That's what I loved about my son, Marty, was when he would play, because it was like a release hearing him play. And I miss that. And I'm getting impatient with that situation in the system, the court system in Alabama. I'm starting to get a little pissed off about that. You know, I don't want to piss the court system off. They might want me back, and I don't want to go back into their fucking world. I don't. I learned my lesson about that, and I don't want no part of that no more. I really don't. The hell, even when I was doing my bad stuff, it wasn't really for me, because most of the stuff I did, I would give away to less unfortunate kids. You know, that was in the same boat I was in. Holy Jesus. You got a young mom, Marty. That was like my grandma when she had, like, I think my uncle Steven, which is my mom's brother, she was like 15 or 16 when he was born. But hell, in Alabama, you can get married at 15. Why on earth you would want to do that is beyond my knowledge. At 15, I was still worried about riding my BMX and getting more free stuff from my sponsors instead of chicks. Chicks were like a distraction to my progress, but needless to say, 2 years into that, I was in high school somewhere, and then I got distracted big time by the females. But the BMX careers don't last long anyway. Some of them did, but the older you get, the slower you get. I look at it this way: at least I ain't like my grandpa with a big old dip of chew in my mouth, big old wad of bread man sitting at the grocery store in front of the Piggly Wiggly, just shit drooling down the side of my mouth. You know, at least I ain't like that. I remember asking my grandma when I'd go see him during the summer, like, "Where's Pawpaw?" He's up there at Piggly Wiggly, just hanging out with his buddies. And then she'd take me up there to see him, and there he sat on the bench with tobacco juice running down his face, flirting with girls. I'm like, "You're okay with that?" She says, "Them girls ain't gonna have nothing to do with that old ass man." I said, "So there's nothing for me to worry about." And just to look at him like, no, if I was a chick, I wouldn't be wanting nothing to do with that. Tobacco juice running down the side of his face with a big grin on it, thinking he's cool. I'm like, he was cool to me though. Although I would never do that shit for real. I'm not. I kept a pack of his chew. Hell, I might still have it packed up somewhere, but I had the last pack of Red Man that he owned that I saved. And I don't know why I saved it. I guess I saved it just because it was a part of him, you know. Just like my dad, my stepdad, Pop, whatever you want to call him. And I got his dog tags, and I keep them in my pocket. So I carry him with me wherever I go. And it's all good. But I think he's there with me when I need him. So I don't worry. It is what it is. My my great grandma used to dip snuff her backwoods ass. I remember getting this is kind of gross. I remember getting stung. I forget on my arm or something, and it was hurting and burning. And my great grandma, I went and sat on the porch with her. She asked me what was wrong, and I told her that I'd been just stung by a yellow jacket and it was burning real bad. And she reached in her mouth and pulled out that snuff that she had in her lip and wiped it on that damn bee sting. And honest to God, it quit hurting. It quit burning. It quit hurting so bad. And like nowadays, if I get stung by a bee, I'll go for my pack of cigarettes and I'll rip off the end of one of them and chew on it for a minute and then sit it on top of that bee sting. And I don't know what that tobacco does, but it sure makes it stop hurting and burning and stinging. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. I've been having such a good time talking to you guys. Y'all realize we've been talking for almost an hour and a half. I can tell you no one's going to rewatch this video because it's going to be too damn long. Way too long. And hell, if it was really sitting on the porch together, y'all'd see me smoking on a cigarette anyway. So what's it really matter, I'm not looking for a sponsorship from a cigarette company. And I would say smoking a fag, but we'll probably get in some sort of trouble over here in the United States for saying that word since everybody's so fucking tender assed about certain words. Yeah. We get discriminated on if we use the word fag, even if we're talking about a cigarette. Because I remember using that word in middle school all the time. Because that's how we talked to each other when we wanted to smoke a cigarette and use code. We would just say we want to go smoke a fag, and all of our friends would know what we're talking about. So we'd all group up somewhere and meet and smoke a cigarette, and then go back into class. That was mainly in high school, though. That was the only time we were ever smart enough to realize where that word come from. Because I think we were all looking for a code word that we could use in high schools to say, hey, y'all want to go smoke a cigarette? And we came up with that from England. And so we started using that. My grandpa smoked pipes, Marty. It does, no, but Yvonne, it bee stings, and I don't know. I really do not understand that. Because man, when me and my dad went fishing, this was before my mom and them got divorced. I was a little boy, and he wasn't paying attention to where the boat was drifting on the river, and we drifted up underneath the biggest damn hornet's nets hanging from a branch on the river. And about 5 or 6 of them some bitches got me on the face. And I got back home, and all my grandma could say to me is, damn, you look like Spanky. Are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm hurting. I said, Daddy's drifted underneath the big old hornet's nest and they zapped me like 5 times. And the only thing that made me feel better was her going and getting my great grandma and my great grandma pulling that shit out of her mouth again and start wiping it on my bee stings that's on my face. And then my grandma comes up with a big bag of kumquats and said, "Here, eat on these." Because my throat, it was swollen so bad it was making my throat sore. And between that tobacco, the snuff that came out of my great grandma's mouth and the kumquats, it made me feel a whole lot better. But that goes to show you some home remedies really work. But I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes, guys, and I'm gonna have to go because I can't believe this is the longest video we've had in forever. Is an hour and 30 minutes. I'm telling y'all. Oh shit! And my battery's running low, so I might have to cut it quick now. So I'm just gonna do it before it does it for me, because we know what happens. It happened last time. But y'all behave, guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me on the porch today. I really appreciate it. It was good seeing you guys. I love seeing you guys. And y'all remember to take care of one another, be there for one another, inspire each other, push each other to do better, because y'all are capable of that and y'all are good at that. So remember that. I love each and every one of you. I care about y'all just as much. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you guys. I love you guys. And we'll catch you next Sunday, okay? That's our meeting time on the porch, is on Sundays. Be good, Joe. Be good, Marty. Love you guys. Even though y'all were the only 2 dudes in here, I'm sorry. But hey, at least you can say we were the only 2 guys, 3 guys in a room full of women. You know what I mean? But y'all be good. Love you guys, and we'll see you next Sunday, okay? I hope you have a good week, and take care of yourself, okay? Because you're important and you're more than worth it. Love you guys.